Hello, guys. Today we're gonna talk about hybrid migration. We're gonna configure a hybrid migration between Exchange Online and local Exchange from the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if I helped you, please subscribe the channel. It's very important for me, and it's the way you have to support me and my work. So let's start. For start to do this, the first thing we have to do is to configure the Azure AD connection or AD sync. It's the program that will sync our domain controller with our Office 365 online. So uh, we need to do this first because we already have the local exchange installed and connecting with this AD. So to do this, I will just do express configuration. You need to put your online credentials of Office 365. Let me just copy this. Okay, perfect. Now you need to put a domain admin. He's complaining about the domains here, but in the end, I will just do it manually. It's supposed to have the same domains, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna sync anyway. Let's do a sync here and let it be. Okay, how meanwhile when this is doing, we can go ahead and verify the domain. So what I will do is the domain that I have on the local exchange for email, I have to add that in my Office 365 online. So I have to have the same domain for me to be able to migrate accounts of that domain. So I will just verify. I will leave the DNS pointing to my local exchange. Everything is gonna go to my local exchange. In the end, it's good to change the MEX for the exchange online, but leave the auto discover for the local exchange. They will communicate with each other because will be like an extended exchange from your local exchange to the online exchange. So this is the domain. I will just, as I told you, I will just verify the domain here with a txt record. So it's okay. Let's continue this. This is the value. I would just add it very fast on my public DNS for this domain. Okay. The login here. Okay. My public DNS is very fast to reply, so it just take a second. And you see how it's done. So it's a, you're gonna add one, it's a txt record. This is the value, and here is just the domain, or in some cases is a at symbol, and it's the same thing. Let's just apply this. Okay, very fast. I can verify already. and there you go. It's connected. Now here it's trying to tell you that you need to do the rest of the DNS. We are not going to do this now. As I told you, I will gonna leave everything to the local exchange because I have mail flow, I have everything. So let's leave it this way, and it's done. So after you see it's the status, it's no service select because it's missing the rest of the DNS. So it's okay. This is done. I will just look a little bit here on the AD Connect for you to understand this tool. So you can come to the service. Here you can see and troubleshooting your things. Mine it's good, doesn't have any errors. So if you go into active users, you have all these new users that come from your local AD. You see these are exchange users. It's just synchronized the exchange local exchange users to your Office 365. After this, you're gonna log in on your exchange server. I just switched to my exchange server, and here we're gonna log into our local exchange and to our online exchange. So we have the two exchange open here. You don't need to do this on your local exchange. You can do it on your PC or on another server. You don't want to open the local exchange to the web, so this is gonna be my public FKDN, so can be open anywhere. And let me just log in here. Sorry. Okay, perfect. So on my local admin, on my local exchange, it's here. It's gonna be online exchange. Okay, perfect. This is because I just gave a license, so ignore this step. Okay, there you go. So now you should be able to come here and just configure, and it will pop up the configuration, but something is wrong here and the link it's not working fine, but there's no problem. I have the link. I took the link. It's this one. I will put on the comments, and you just put the link and it automatically open the file. It download the file, but this you have to do inside the exchange, and because these wizard have to run on your local exchange or on a machine that have access to your local exchange directly from the local network. So there you go. You just run it, and will pop up this beautiful wizard that you can just do next here. Then we'll detect your local exchange. This give a license error because I don't have my license exchange done. It's just a lab. I don't use this for nothing, so I will just ignore this. It, it's no problem. We will do the same way the hybrid. Matter of fact, if you don't have a local exchange license, if you do an hybrid, Microsoft will provide you with a local exchange license, so you don't even need to have that. So it's okay. I will hear you log in your Exchange Online account. Okay, so the wizard will know the to exchange, and you use these accounts as service accounts. For me, I will just put any account, doesn't matter, it's a lab configuration. But if it is a serious configuration, it's good to create accounts just for the hybrid, that you don't change the password and you don't share the password. So you're gonna become service accounts for all the service that you need to exchange between the two exchanges. So there you go. This is my online one. Now he will connect to the two servers. It's supposed to be very fast. Just take a little bit. Then you go. It's a seed. Here you can choose minimal hybrid configuration, that is just for mailbox migration. You don't have any service, but if it's gonna be a big migration, you have to do a full hybrid configuration, so you don't lose any properties between exchange. You can see the FreeBusy. It's the calendar sharing between accounts on local and online. So if you're gonna do a big migration, you need to do a full migration, because you're gonna take some days to do it. In during that days, you need to have all the service between exchanges, as you just have one exchange and not two exchanges. So do a full. This is just forward. You choose your exchange server. Here you choose your exchange server again. If you have more than one, you need to understand quite good what you are doing here. Okay, this is the FKDN. In my case, it's this certificate for the mail, and here I will put my FKDN. It's where the local exchange will send all the service. Is for this FKDN, so you should have a good certificate for safety. Okay, a lot of times this doesn't go at first. It's normal. Don't panic. If it doesn't go at first, retry, because some of the commands that he's doing, it's very elaborate commands that will change some things on the exchange, and sometimes the time lap between commands, because it's a lot of commands, sometimes the time lap it's not enough, and when it try to do like the second command, the first command didn't run fully and gives some error. It's not serious. You can just repeat the configuration. In the second time, as the most commands were was done, it will pass good. So let's wait a little bit for the end of the configuration. There you go. You see that we had an error here. It it's not need to do troubleshooting at the first attempt. So you can do it, but normally I just go ahead and do retry. Okay, right. You can see the logs if you want. Just retry and update. If it fails the second time, then yes, you have to do troubleshooting. But it's going now. It's going good. See a lot of these commands. Sometimes it goes and fails. It's okay. So there you go. We have our hybrid configuration done with no problem. We're gonna close this. I'm gonna show it to you what changed on the exchange. It doesn't change much on the configurations. You can see on the connectors that we have new connectors. For example, we will have okay, we'll have these connectors. So between local and online exchange, and here we will have the same connector. So yeah, this will do the mail flow between the two exchanges. So if your mailbox is on the local or is online, we'll use these connectors because they are encrypted and they are safe to pass the email. So that way you keep your email safe and protect. So we're gonna create a test mailbox for test migration between local to online. You can do the two ways. You can do from local to online and online to local as well. So we're gonna just do a test migration mailbox. Okay. Let me just define a password here. Oh, okay. It's not passwords, right? Now it's matching. Okay. So after we create this, we have always to ensure that they appear here on online. If you do this, if you wait a little bit, they will appear here because your AD sync will sync this account automatically. But as we want to do this quick, I will force a synchronization, and that way you see how it's possible to do it. So let me go here. Sorry, yes, I have two tasks here. Let me go to my domain admin, or my AD sync server, and here we just open the PowerShell. PowerShell is the only way to do it. So let me show you my account. Let's just verify that the account is here. Okay, test migration, it's here. Perfect. So now we just open the PowerShell, and after we open the PowerShell, I will give you the commands. Okay, I will paste these commands on the comment section. This is just to give permissions to this exchange. Now we're gonna use a command to install the model. Gonna be this one, and it's okay. It's done. And the command to do a initial synchronization, that is a full sync, I will just paste here. To do a delta is just take initial input delta. It's the same command, but in the end it's not initial, it's delta. So there you go. It's doing the synchronization. It's perfect. And now we have that. Let's refresh here, and we have the user test migration online. The mailbox is still on local exchange. That's what we want to migrate, but the user, it's been seen on the two exchange because they communicate with the hybrid configuration. So to do a migration, we're gonna go to exchange online. It's good practice to do it from your exchange online always. So we go to here, exchange, gonna go to recipient, gonna go to migration, and we're gonna create here a new batch. Gonna say that we want to migrate to exchange online. Okay, okay, let's add the test mailbox. There you go. It's very easy to do this. Okay, here you just give any name you want. Okay. Okay, I will just do automatically because it's just one mailbox and it's a test mailbox, so it's okay. Okay, this is syncing. This is not taking, this is gonna take a short time because it's a new mailbox. It doesn't have a lot of items to migrate. I want to take this time to ask you guys for please subscribe the channel. It's very important. It's the way you have to support my work, and I hope that I was able to help you guys to do your hybrid scenario and your hybrid migrations. You can if you want, you can take a peek on this migration to see how it's going. It's okay. You can go here and go view details. Okay, here will tell you what is happening, how much it's done, how much it's missing to do. By PowerShell you have a lot of commands that give you a lot of information about migrations and a lot of information about troubleshooting the migration. So if you need help with the troubleshooting here if it's not syncing or if it's not doing the migration. I can help you, just have to enter in contact with me. So it's done. If you go to mailbox refresh, you have now the mailbox online. So it had migration from your local exchange to your online exchange. And in your line on local exchange, if you refresh, now it says Office 365. It was a success and it's done. See you guys later.